coming up.
Africa has everything. We just need to promote each other and we need to appreciate our own product. Looking at Ethiopian Airlines, 100% owned and operated airline in Africa, and it's your own.
This is arguably one of the biggest religious events you will ever witness.
Millions of people over here, and we have an all-access pass for you. This is Timket, the heart of Addis Ababa, and we're here to give you an all-access pass to all of it.
Absolutely.
Let's rock.
Revealed is brought to you by
Recover Wines and Champagne, Pavement Watches, BP Soul Travel and Tour, and Win Energy.
Battle.
Sport, are you ready? Gotta be pow pow. Yeah! 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 You know what time it is? We're here. We love you all. Revealed is about showing you the luxury across the world. But this season, we're also inspiring you and speaking to people who make things happen across the world. Today, we are privileged to have one of such men, Mr. Tadius Belete. He owns the biggest hospitality franchise in this country of Ethiopia, and he's a very light-hearted man. So let's have a light-hearted conversation with the business magnate. Good to see you, sir, and thank you for welcoming us to your office.
Welcome to Ethiopia.
It's good to see you.
Same here.
I was looking forward to seeing you, and once we met, I saw that you're very, kind-hearted, very light-hearted person. And I see family is really important to you. We'll talk about all of that. But let's begin with thanking you for hosting us in 3 of your resorts. We enjoyed all of them. All of them had different flavors and different feels to it. But I'd like to begin with your story to ask, how does a young refugee in Sudan become a respected businessman across the world?
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I was a refugee when I was at age 16, at the time of the Derg regime in Ethiopia. The military seized power from the emperor at that time, the whole country. And then we changed the system from aristocrat to communist. So it was a lot of killing, a lot of people are flooding out of the country, especially young men and women. I was one of them at the time, at age 16, and I went to Sudan, and lived in Sudan for 3 years. I was a housemaid at my first job. I was also a scarecrow.
So scarecrow. Scarecrow.
You know, in the middle of a farm.
Literally a scarecrow?
Literally.
Like a human scarecrow?
Human scarecrow.
I've never heard of it.
Never.
You start one. So I lived in Sudan for 3 years. Also, I got promoted from a scarecrow to housemaid. And lived in Sudan for 3 years. I literally did my master's degree in life in Sudan. And I was sponsored by a church to go to Chicago. That's how I started my life.
I'm aware that your companies, a lot of them are referenced to Boston, so it must be quite meaningful to you.
Absolutely. I lived in Boston for over almost 20 years. All my 3 kids were born in Boston.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
The first initial investment came from Boston. So I had my first business in Boston, so that's why you have Boston Partners PLC, Boston Building where you are today, Boston Day Spa downstairs, the biggest spa maybe in the eastern part of Africa. I don't know about the rest. With 280 employees, and we are serving close to 500 customers a day.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's impressive.
We saw a few of them downstairs at the day spa.
Did you get a chance to go in?
Downstairs, yeah, we saw a few of the facilities, but we have also seen the facilities across all of the facility at Entoto is especially very impressive. It's huge, it's big beds, and the walls, is very interesting. What sparked your interest in the sector of hospitality?
Coming back from America, in Ethiopia, like any other African country, because of communism, we have not developed anything for 17 years. And then when the rebel came over, took over Addis, it took another 10 years, so 27 years. And literally we went back 100 years behind, so zero development. Maybe I was the first one to start the resort business in the country. The gap was there, you can feel it, you can see it. You have the most beautiful country, but nothing has been developed yet. So Kuriftu became the reigniter of the tourism industry in Ethiopia. That's how we started.
I have a question for the Gen Z audience. Would you still encourage the young diasporans to move to Africa? Because I feel like now the markets are so saturated, we have a lot of foreign investment. Would you still encourage them to come and invest in Africa?
There will be no change without African young generation coming back to Africa and changing the whole entire system of the continent. The biggest problem with African young generation is the brain drain. People like you got educated in a foreign country and they keep you there, so we lost everything. So not only I encourage, I push every African young person to come back, as I did my 3 kids. Now as you see them, they are all working here.
That's good. I'm glad I came back anyways. So if you want to just come back to Africa, please.
I see it from your face, smiling in this sun.
Yeah, I know. Honestly, I was so depressed in the UK. I'm honestly very glad I came back home. I feel more valued in Africa, in Ghana, so I'm glad I came back home.
I don't think anybody spoke to you in any other language but Ethiopian when you were walking on the street in Ethiopia.
True,
so
yeah.
Didn't you feel at home?
Of course.
Yeah,
I look Habesha as well, so I fit right in.
The whole continent is the same.
Yeah, of course. We're one, basically.
It's really interesting. Let's talk about your resorts. We were at Entoto, and we were told the entire resort was built in 9 months. First of all, you have 9 resorts. Do you have a favorite?
I think each of them are quite unique,
Yes.
But what do you think makes Kuriftu special, the brand itself?
What makes us different from any other resort developer or hotel developer is 83% of our staff are the people who actually literally built the property, are hired and trained. Out of that, 80% of them are women.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so they can take the money home, otherwise the guys will drink beer on it. So
That's pretty cool.
So at the moment we have a little bit more than 3,000 employees, and all of them are trained by us. Okay. None of them are, we never hired anybody with experience.
Oh,
in the management to become a manager of Kuriftu Resorts, and we fresh graduates, we recruit from the school directly, we train them for 2 years, and then we deploy them to different departments. So that makes us very unique. The retention is almost 95%.
Wow, that's good. I love that.
You speak a lot about community when you speak about your franchises, the Kuriftu. How important is community to the Kuriftu franchises?
Empowering the community in every location that we build is very critical and very important. The community have to benefit out of any development coming to that area. And as you know, unemployment rate in the continent is very high. And the level of, if you're looking only for qualified and educated person, then the rest will remain left behind. So we try to train every one of them, bring them up, uplift the entire area where we are building. So it makes a lot of difference for us. Two philosophies for our company. We're not an Ethiopian, we're an African, and we want to be an African brand. Africa, as you know, I don't know about Ghana, I tried to check, but almost everywhere else, 90 to 95%, hotel owners are not the local indigenous Africans.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's very predominant.
And we are always serving. So I think we need to own those properties. So our aim is to design, build, and operate by Africans. So we do that 100%. We apply that with that philosophy. Incredible. So tourists are coming to Africa not to stay in a hotel that they know everywhere in the world. They want to come and
unique African experience.
Unique African experience, and that's what we're trying to offer.
You're an advocate for Pan-Africanism.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I
live with that.
And I believe you have relationships all over the continent.
Yeah, the continent needs to learn how to travel within each country. Intercontinental tourism is very, very important. I don't know why our tour operators go to London instead of coming to Accra. I don't know why our tour operator go to Italy instead of going to Kenya, vice versa. Have you ever seen a Ghanaian tour operator coming promoting Ghana from here? But they go instead to America to promote from America. So we need to shift to that.
So you mentioned you went to Ghana. How was your experience there? Is there anything that stood out for you in particular?
I loved the country. I really want to build an African village in Ghana.
Kuriftu in Ghana?
Yes. Please do,
Let's
we need it.
Let's go. Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, I hope I got a chance to meet the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the Minister of Tourism.
Okay.
And I hope they will, I asked for a property that I liked called Marina. Yeah, Marina Drive. That would be an amazing place to put 54 African villas. So you have a lot of tourists coming from all over the world, so they can experience Africa in one property, as you saw.
Amazing.
That's really cool.
Well, fingers crossed. I want to Kuriftu in Ghana, so.
Thank you so much.
That would be really lovely. Did you eat any of the food? Did you like something? I heard something. That you love okra.
Yes, you have good taste. That's my favorite.
I brought 6 orders of okra.
Back to Ethiopia.
What was this? What did you eat the okra? What was the side? Yeah.
We had with the fish and the meat, so it was very nice. Huh?
Did you try the
with
banku?
I don't know
Banku?
banku.
Banku, yes.
Banku
Good.
is really good. Eh?
Good choice.
Good choice.
You know, Africa has everything to offer, but we just need to push the people to travel within Africa.
Yeah.
You know, especially the younger generation. Yeah, instead,
It is difficult though. I think prices, even travel across Africa is ridiculously expensive. And I think that if that goes down, then 100%. I think we want to travel, we want to connect with different countries, but prices
it's a supply and demand. When we have more people are interested to come within the continent, the price will go down. But now we have maybe five of you from Ghana in the last 5 years. So
still on the
when you become 100, 200, and 300,
it gets better.
So you can start demanding.
Yes.
And I'm sure Ethiopian Airlines will be so happy to sit down with a tour and travel operator from Ghana to promote Ethiopia, because we have built so many beautiful destinations in the last 5 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to Bridge 54.
Absolutely.
Bridging the 54
Bridging the
countries.
gap.
Yeah, we are working with Bridge.
Absolutely. Still on the topic of Pan-Africanism. We were at the African village. I slept in Liberia, and other people slept Kenya, different rooms, and conference rooms named after Nkrumah. Talk about what's your take on Nkrumah and other leaders on the continent, and how have they inspired you to?
You know, those people did everything they could to unite Africa and to make Africa a one country and the continent in general. All of them failed one after another because they couldn't put together the whole entire continent. But they inspired many of us that Africa has everything. We just need to promote each other, and we need to appreciate our own product. The problem with Africans, we never appreciated our own things because we are literally brainwashed, watching a movie, watching a Tarzan.
That's true.
In our own forest, a different person.
Little bit told me you had a good friendship with the late Muammar Gaddafi.
Yes, I did.
What was their relationship like?
His Excellency Muammar Gaddafi used to, whenever he comes to Ethiopia, he used to stay in our resort at all time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and he really wanted to promote an African product, so he comes in and completely closed the whole entire resort. And beside that, you know, he was a regular customer to our property, and we served him over and over again. And then many other leaders from Africa, President Kagame, President Uhuru, many others, President Ismail, yeah.
That's great. We slept at a presidential suite, so we're glad to be in good company.
No wonder you look different. More presidential.
Look more presidential this morning.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
There are a lot of celebrities also came to our properties.
Your kids are in touch with the younger generation of stars. You're in touch with the presidents. Do you know any of this younger E06 and all of these ones? How connected are you to that younger culture?
You know, the younger ones, the E06 and Wadamaya from Ghana is like our son. He comes to our house, and he's a good friend of my kids. Yeah, actually, he also hosted me when I came to Ghana, so it was nice.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So we are in touch with everybody, and we're trying to promote Africa. The end game is promoting Africa, and the end game is within the continent. We need to create inner continent tourism. We need to.
This is the biography of my mentor,
My good friend.
Bolare.
Nathaniel Komna Anoche Adesi. This book here, on the day we were going to do the handover, I read the last page of this book before I handed the show to myself and Lucille. And for me, it's a very, very inspiring book to me. So we brought a copy to present to you, for you also to know his story. He's your younger brother, you get to know his story. And for me, he's my mentor, so we all get to share in the glory of each other, and we all get to inspire each other as we move forward. So here is an official copy from the man himself, Bolare, to you.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Tadius, we're very grateful to see you.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
So we have something here for you. This is Krukova champagne, just a token of our appreciation. Thank you for hosting us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much appreciated all the way from Ghana.
Yes.
But that's not all. That's not all. We have the best gift of all, something that represents our continent and something that represents our country of Ghana. We have seen how interested you are in Africanism, and all of your resorts speak to your Pan-Africanism. So we brought a special gift to you. We're going to drag it in, it's quite heavy, and we're going to unwrap it so you can see. You can see what we put on a plane and came all the way here to make sure that you have it. We're going to invite Tio to come help us with our next presentation. Hello, Tio. Hello. Of Bridge 54.
The Queen of Bridge 54.
Thank you. So Tadius, when you came to Ghana, you had a chance to visit the Crown Forest Resort, and you met Nana, officially, and you guys had a conversation about decorating the Ghana room. So he wanted to send you a stool, and when he gave it to me, I was like, I thought it was this tiny stool. Perfect. They probably would know what.
By the way, this is a traditional stool. This is the stool that the kings and the royal
The one I saw in the palace, right?
Yes, this is how we've sat traditionally for many years before the sofas came. This is royalty right here, and we believe that your resorts in your home or anywhere you decide to place this is a royal arena. So we brought a big one. Enough to share with your madam.
It's going to be in the Ghanaian room, in African village, and this is what very, very important. Thank you so much, all. And Theo, I'm sure you're going to work very hard to bring a lot of Ghanaian tourists to Ethiopia.
Absolutely.
And we have, I think, a group coming soon. So if we work very hard and bring at least 1,000 Ghanaian to Ethiopia, and vice versa, the same thing from here. Yeah. So we will push very much and promote Ghana, and the same thing will happen from this city. My dear brother,
Hi.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Very well, thank you. I should have been there.
You're still coming. No way out.
Okay, it will happen.
Listen,
soon.
Thank you so
Good
much.
to see you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
On behalf of the 3,000 employee Kuriftu have and the Ethiopian people, thank you so much. We'll put this treasure in your Ghanaian room in African village.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's an honor. It's an honor to, be able to do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And I promise you, I will come to Ethiopia.
And I will be at the airport picking you up.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you.
Thank you, brother. Please, my regard to the family. Thank you so much.
I will tell everyone.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy yourselves.
Hope to see you
Bye-bye
soon.
now.
The streets of Addis Ababa are painted in all white. We're here at the heart of Timket, the Ethiopian Epiphany. This is not only a festival, it's a UNESCO recognized celebration. And I can say it's one of the biggest celebrations you would ever witness anywhere in the world.
It is absolutely electric. Millions of people have gathered to see this celebration. There's a flood of people in white, followed by priests in gold embroidered robes. Amazing.
The scale of this festival is huge. It's nothing you've ever seen before.
Absolutely.
And for the Gen Zs?
And for the Gen Zs, watch out for the lemons, because today is also sort of a dating day where young men will throw lemons at women to show their interest. Bliss has a few lemons here and there. I'm gonna get a lemon. Hopefully, guys, fingers crossed. Let's see. But today is more than tradition. It is a social event with culture, fashion, energy, and faith. So let's check it out and see what we can find today.
It's safe to say, welcome to one of the greatest shows on earth. Come with us. We have an all-access pass for you.
Timket, meaning baptism, commemorates the baptism of Jesus Christ in the River Jordan and is celebrated by millions of faithful of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. Observed every year on January 19th, this festival is a powerful display of devotion, history, and cultural pride. Priests dressed in richly embroidered robes lead the way, holding crosses and ceremonial umbrellas as chants, drums and hymns fill the air. Many people dress in traditional white garments, reflecting purity and unity. More than just a festival, Timket is a living tradition, a celebration of faith, identity and community that has endured for centuries. It reminds us of the power of shared belief and the beauty of cultural heritage passed from generation to generation.
Come on, get it. Ta-da. Hey, what's your name? Zuban. Nice to meet you. Would you be my wife? You be my wife? I'm from Ghana. Okay. You like Ghana? So you married me? Yeah. You give me your heart?
Guys, I got 11! That's so cute! That was so random, guys. I got 11. I'm a wifey.
Revealed.
Revealed is brought to you by
Precover Wines and Champagne, Pavement Watches, BP Soul Travel and Tour, and Win Energy.